In this example, we're told a random sample of size 50. So our sample size is 50. So n is equal to 50. Is taken from a population with a standard deviation of 5. So sigma is 5. If the mean of the sample is 75, find a 90% confidence interval for the population mean. We know the standard deviation of the mean sample, so we've got standard deviation of x bar is equal to the standard deviation of the population over the square root of the size of the sample. We're told the standard deviation of the population was 5. The sample size was 50, so 5 over the square root of 50, which is root 2 on 2. Now it says to us, find a 90% confidence interval for the population mean. What we've worked out here is a mean of the sample. The mean of the sample was equal to 75. So now we're going to look at the 90% confidence intervals. What do we know? We know we're looking at a 90% confidence interval. So if you imagine our normal distribution, up here there is 5%, up here there is 5%, and in the middle here there is 90%. So what we're going to do is work with the limitations of our calculator. We know that we can work out this value here and this value here, and that will then give us the 90% confidence interval. So the first thing I am doing is I'm saying the area is 0.05. Why am I saying that? Because 5% is 0.05. What I'm going to do, I know 75 is here. I'm going to work out the lower one first. So I know my answer has to be lower than 75. So the area is 0.05. That's this area. I'm shading it again red. I know the mean was 75, and I have worked out the standard deviation of that sample mean distribution. Clicking on OK, what I get is 73.8369. So the lower value is 73.84. Similarly, I can work out the upper value, but remembering your inverse normal function on your calculator always works backwards. The blue area is 90% or 0.9. So what I'm going to have to work out is all of the area I have just shaded in green. So that is the 0.05 plus 0.9, 0.95. So the area I've written for the second calculation is for 0.95. The mean and standard deviation are the same. OK on my calculator gives me 76.16 to 2 decimal places. So my confidence interval is 73.84 to 76.16. Here is an alternative method to work out this example. What you can do is use the statistics menu. From the statistics menu, you select confidence intervals. Remember, we're finding out the 90% confidence interval, and then select Z intervals, Z being normal distributions. So from here, you can see I've said change the data input method to stats. You then click OK and it brings up a dialog box. It says change C level. That C stands for confidence, the confidence level. So the confidence level we want to be 0.90. We had our population standard deviation of 5. We had our sample mean of 75, and we had our sample size of 50. So it is just filling in numbers into a dialog box. When we click OK, what we get is an answer that looks like this. Within this, C lower is the lower value for the confidence interval. C upper is the upper value for the confidence interval. So the lower value is 73.84. The upper value is 76.16 to 2 decimal places. You will see in this dialog box we're also given what's called the margin of error. We cover this in exercise 15F.